All right. Well, hello. Uh, I know it's been a while. um, I always start these not knowing how to start them. I just have the idea to come back and then I do it, and I don't really think much about it. Which, as bizarre as that sounds, I wish I could do that for everything else. I don't know. I'm not here to, well, actually, I'm not here to promote anything. I'm not here to, recommend you do something. This is strictly for me. I'm basically just gonna be. It's basically gonna be. This is gonna be my therapy session, right? And I guess if any therapist out there is watching, you can just do what you need. Give your take. I don't care. I don't know where to start, man. This whole last weekend, I was just thoughts get scrambled way too quickly, and I have this. I just want to sort it out so bad. What my thought process is, with like my mentality and things on my mind, right? And I don't know where to start. I have this laptop, and the best way that I try or have tried to organize it is by quite literally making my brain a file cabinet. And it's possible. Don't get me wrong, it's possible, but it takes forever. You need a lot of patience, and you need a lot of balls and guts to face the things head on. Because in order to organize everything that's inside your mind and things you have experienced and things that have happened to you, trauma, fun things, awesome things, horrible things, it all is involved. And that also means you have to organize the things that your brain has hidden from you, which is also very hard because it's I've done this so much, digging inside my own brain, figuring out who I am, understanding why I did that thing and how it made me the way I am now. And I'm there's way more out there that I'm sure that I haven't seen yet or yet to uncover. But I would say for the majority of it, because just how much time I've just spent on trying to discover why I am the person I am, I would say I understand when I uncover something that's kind of a big deal, right? But I don't know. That's the biggest thing that's been on my mind. I don't know where to start and what question to start with. Cause I don't know. The entire time of me doing that, I've affiliated it with like calling it self-interrogation, but I think I really need to switch up that word because interrogating is like interrogating, right? They're like They're like forcing word questions out of you to make you look bad, to criminate you, right? That's not what you should be thinking about. No, I should just be calling and just conversating with myself, learning myself, just asking myself questions out of curiosity. It's not interrogating at all. Because I don't come out of there judging myself, right? Or with one judgment of who I am. You know? As far as life goes, I don't know, I feel like I'm going backwards just a little bit. Maybe that's an understatement. Maybe I'm going backwards quite a lot. I could agree with that. I'm still doing music. I'm still doing absolutely nothing. No job. Need to pay rent. Help my dad out. I don't want this whole thing to be about my job life, because I can't be asked to be lectured because I don't have a job. It's like immediately, oh, I don't have a job, I'm nothing, right? I'm just a waste of space that's not contributing to society. Okay, fine. If that's what I am, so be it. Just, I don't know, man. I'm okay for now. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm happy. I don't crave to be happy anymore. Craving being happy is just so dumb, man. I don't understand why anybody chases happiness like it's a destination. It's not a destination, and that's the reason people never find it. Because they think it's this permanent place. It's not a destination, it's an emotion. Right? If you want to be happy all the time, you just... See, I don't even know how to be happy. I would say, to be happy, you just need to do things you love. And just be in the moment. Doing it, right? I think the quickest way to be happy is just accept the things that you have right now, and just accept the fact of the person you are, and accept that you can change if you want that. But chasing it just to be happy, chasing that new person just to be happy, that's the wrong way to go about it. Right? I'm all for people chasing to be different, to change their old ways, you know. But if you're doing it because of something else, not because of the new person you are, strictly, it can get a little confusing, hectic, dangerous, right? I know for a fact that when I chose to finally change and make that promise 2 years ago now, almost, I don't know, I definitely wasn't chasing to be happy all the time. It was more strictly about making money. I remember that. Money was a big part of it. Being rich and being free, like freedom, wealthy. But you know, as this journey kept going and going and going, and I got humbled many times and made really a lot of realizations and built more internal skills. I don't know. Kind of seen. I have more understanding of my foundation of my life anyway. Excuse me. I would say that maybe balance is something that I really want to value, right? Because for me, I'm very aware of the experiences I've had and then their opposites, because the majority of the things that I've done, I've also experienced the opposite of that thing. So let's say, for example, peace and quiet, right? Peace, like quiet and chaos, like noise, quiet and noise. Right now, I'm in my home city, and growing up, this place has slowly gotten chaotic. It's always been chaotic to some extent, like any other city. So I'm kind of used to that in that aspect, but it can get crazy sometimes just being in it all the time. And then for 6 months I went up to the mountains, and I would say the first 4 were great. I loved it. It was cold. I love that part of it too, how cold it was. It made me more appreciative of that environment. And for like the season changing, because I used to hate fall and winter, but now I crave it so badly now that the whole world's on fire. But no, those last 2 months of being up there, I was going a little cuckoo because there was nothing to do, and there was only so much I could do about it, right? There's nothing I could just. It was getting to a point where almost like a solitary confinement in a way. Like, don't get me wrong, I love solitude, but I also know that too much of that stuff is not good for you, And that's kind of what was happening. I was missing the passions I was missing some of the passions I'd done down here growing up. Part of that was missing family. Part of that was missing working so I could build stuff, get my life going. And I mean, all of that was going good once I came back, but it all started to go downhill after I made some choices. I'm not saying proud of, right? But choices that maybe I should have gave second thoughts on. Not saying regret either, but I think I just should have thought about it more before I actually offered. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the other thing would be, that's just kind of on my mind, is how scared I am to even walk outside now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I was first, like a little after I was diagnosed with like my autism and like this ADHD shit and a number of other things, right? I was very scared. I was very high anxiety. Like, I could not, my only way to like distract myself from the chaos that was my city was to play on my phone, play games, like Geometry Dash, Angry Birds, I don't know, Clash Clans, just mobile games, right? YouTube. But, and like I said, it was bad. I remember it was very bad. I would have panic attacks. I would not want to go into the store. I would not want to do any of that. And I'm kind of like, it's like 10 years later, and I'm going through that same exact shit, right? I don't want to leave. I don't want to go out in public, especially alone. And I don't want to be seen, man. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I'm absolutely scared of interaction. I'm scared to, be noticed. I'm scared of potentially being in conflict with somebody. I'm scared of, coming off the wrong way just by looking at someone. I'm scared of any possibility with another human being. And because of this, every time I go out, right, and I'm aware of this, right, I'm aware of this dread of going out, and I still do it. But I mean, every time you would think you'd get used to it, but me, I can't. When I do anything that's out in public, the way I notice immediately is just, my anxiety that's in my chest. It's fucking heavy. It's light at the same time. And then my tremors in my hands come, right? And they just won't stop. Just my fight or flight is like going, and I can't stop it. I can't stop. I'm on guard. I'm jumpy. I'm on edge. I don't look at anybody. And I wasn't like this when I came down. Matter of fact, coming down here into this city again, about 4 or 5 months ago now, I would argue that I was probably the most stable I've ever been in my life coming back down here. But as I guess I got more consumed by the city again, more of my past fears came back. I know people are good. I don't know. It's just not enough for me to try. It's just not worth it. I'm starting to just contemplate, maybe I should just be appreciative for family that I have, and that's it, because I don't want to look for other people. It's so much work, especially nowadays, and it's really hard to find people that are actually true and genuine and hate the mask just as much as you do. And it's just, I don't want to deal with that. And the other thing is, it's exhausting, because finding new relationships, finding new people today is like, it's like another job application. You're just selling yourself to see if people like you, and I don't want to do that. I hate jobs. Why do I gotta apply to myself to other people to see if they give a fuck about me? It's just too much work. So, like, my mentality on that is, like, I'll just stick around, be appreciative of family, and once they start going their separate ways and it starts to be me again, then I don't know. I really don't. Maybe that's just it. Nothing comes after that. I mean, yeah, love is something that I really do want to try, really do want to experience, like, 100%. I would say I felt love before. Didn't last, though, because things didn't work out. But, I understand, like, the first parts of that. Um, but as like the entire experience of actually being partners with somebody, I don't know. And I'm not actively looking for that either. It's just that's something that kind of trips the mind, because biologically I can't get rid of these feelings. I can't get rid of these desires. I know that. But at the same time, dealing with them or not dealing with them either sets you back or just delays what you're actually intending to do as far as life goes. Because the longer I go on desiring love, right, the more that becomes more my priority. And when I really don't want that at the moment, and so it sets me back. You know, if I'm trying to stop old habits, it makes me relapse. You know, and it's really hard. And but you know, I'm still trying really fucking hard to stop old habits anyway, if you know what I mean. And the one thing that does get in the way a lot when trying to stop that is just it demands a replacement, and I don't have it. And I don't know what to tell it. I don't know what to do. It just, you know, if I'm not going to be doing that anymore, replace it. But it's just like, that's like, it's easier said than done. I also need to get myself a haircut. I think the last time I got a haircut was February. We're almost in August. Just look at my hair, man. Yeah. It's starting to look like I don't even know. I got thick hair. Healthy hair. Which makes it more of a pain in the ass. I mean, just look at this shit. It's overgrown. I was thinking about just committing to cutting it, or I mean, growing it out, because I can't afford it. I can't afford to even cut it, man. I had to get help from somebody else. You know? I guess that's another thing to talk about too, is my passions. What's going on with my passions? As far as music goes, it's okay. It's going good. I'm not going to promote anything, like I said, but for my birthday, when I turned 20 back in June, I got a new mic for my present, and I didn't actually get to use it until like last week, because it was hard to get to it because I travel to get it, you know? And this week was the first time I actually used it, and there's a big difference. This is the mic that I originally used, I would say for the last 2 years, right? Entirety of last year, under the name Maz J. This is the mic I used. You can tell, if you listen to like one song and then listen to the most recent song that I released, you can tell. You can really tell. So music's going good. I would say for gaming is going actually pretty well, because Activision or PlayStation, I don't know, one of them, but maybe both, fuck, I don't know, they released Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for the PS4 and PS5. This is a very major move, and a desperate one at that, because of the whole thing. It's kind of bad timing that the fact that I'm wearing this, because they actually are not living up to what the classic symbol is, right? I'm not going to get into all that. It doesn't involve me. But no, it's a major move because, especially for me and my brother, Black Ops 2 on the Origins map is like a second home to us. You know, we know that map so well. We know that the strats so well. We've always wanted to beat the actual game, and we just, of the 14-ish years that we've known that map and played that map, we've never ever really tried. We know how to get the staffs. Just last night, man, we were playing with the whole squad, the whole fam, and the other two went to bed. Me and my bro, I don't know why, but I paused there for a second waiting for everybody to leave, but my bro didn't leave. He actually was like, "Yo, you still there?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, what are you doing?" It's like, "I want to take another shot at Origins, bro." And so fuck it, we played. And I was just going in there to get all the staffs, right? And all the weapons. But we got a little behind schedule in the game. And I was like, fuck, we need to just upgrade the ones we have, bro. So let's. And like I said, I know this shit by heart, man. I've been upgrading these staffs, these weapons, getting them, collecting them. The past 14 years of playing this map. It's like almost second nature to me of these. It's like it's second language, second nature and second language of the meaning and like the codes and the symbols. We knocked that shit out, but we were on the final step of actually completing the upgrade, and we died in the process and lost. But I told my bro tomorrow, which is today, that like after work, for him anyway, I'll be down to play. But I did not want to keep going. One, because I was tired myself. Two, I didn't want to keep him up all night, especially knowing that he has responsibilities and that he'd get a lot of shit if he kept going. So that's why I did that. I guess for the end of this video, of this session, understand that I don't crave to be okay anymore. I crave to just be alive at this point. I'll most likely eventually figure it out, because it's just so on my mind that I'm gonna be pulling the stubborn card or the stubborn engine or the stubborn fuel, whatever you want to call it, until I figure this out. And like when something's on my mind this bad, I can't stop until it's done. So it's probably gonna be frustrating. It's probably gonna be hard. It's probably gonna be confusing and give me fatigue, overstimulation. But I will find it out. I will get it organized. And when I do, it's probably not going to do anything for me except relieve me with satisfaction. And you know what? I'm kind of used to that. So, no biggie. But I mean, other than that, I will probably continue to be a human being and not really do things I don't want to. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. Good talk. I got some things to do, and it involves whatever's on that whiteboard. I'll give you a peek. Boom. All right. Bye-bye.